wanted out of the competition this spring between those two groups?
No, man, I want more. I want more. I just want those guys to keep making us better. They step it up, we step it up. There's been some times in this spring that they've showed some different stuff for us in the back end, and then we fix it in the film room, and then we come out and fix some things and go vice versa. So, we make each other better, obviously. So, do I want more? Of course. Right? I want more out of those guys. They make us better. So, for the most part, it's been a great spring as far as keeping guys healthy. And I think that's been very important, keeping guys healthy. Like to see them here Saturday when the lights are on. Being able to block it out and go out and play football.
Without giving away the state secrets, I guess, how much different do you think the pass offense is from last year to this year? Is it significantly different what Whipple's trying to accomplish?
I think Whipple's doing a great job. It all depends on what coverage we in and the things that how they attack coverage. To me, as a secondary coach, who's better? How is it different? I don't know. It all depends on, what coverage we're in at the time. Some things are easy. Some things we've seen before. Some things we've not. So I think Coach Whipple is, his approach and how they run that offense now. It's new. It's different. It definitely had me in the office the whole time trying to figure things out. So it hasn't been a day where I think I could have just relaxed and say, hey, we did this last year. This is easy. All right, so he's very smart. And when I tell you it hasn't been a day, I mean, it hasn't been a day. All right, it hasn't been a day. So I think the things that they present to you on offense is definitely something that you're going to have. It's not going to be something that you're just going to line up with, especially with the guys that he got on offense as well.
How's the progress with those two transfer safeties, well, Singleton and Javier Moore? What's that look like?
Both of them doing really good. I mean, Javier is a corner.
Oh, Javier corner.
Yeah, Javier is a corner, and he's played corner every rep this spring. Even though with the position flex, to be able to move him around, but I've had him at corner the entire time this spring. Deshaun has played safety. He can move around a little bit, but Deshaun is doing a very good job right now. A little bit of head. He's a little ahead right now, just simply because he's played the position. They're in junior college, and some of the things that they've done in junior college is the same things that we're doing here. So just the terminology might be a little different. All right. And for Javier, just learning the corner position, very technical, a lot of techniques and the way that we play, and stuff like that has been a little different for him. So I think both guys have done a great job this spring. Very happy to hear, very coachable, and I think we'll see some great things out of both of them.
So a lot of guys spoke about their dog mentality coming into spring, and Tommy spoke about it on Monday. So besides him and Marquise, who are some guys who have started demonstrating that dog mentality?
Oh man, the two you just named, Tommy and then Marquise, Miles Farmer, Quentin Newsom. Deshaun. Those are the guys that stand out to me right now. All of them have the mentality, but those are the ones that really stood out to me this spring. Noah Polar Gates, at times. Those are the guys that really stood out to me this spring with that mentality and displayed it on the daily for me. So.
If you had Miles and Deshaun next to each other, that might be about the two tallest safeties in college football.
Yeah, both of those guys look pretty similar in pads. Deshaun is doing a very good job, offer us a lot in the pass game as well as the run game, being a big safety, being able to tackle, but he also can cover and run. Play a lot of corner too. So he also can cover all across the field. So fast guys too. So I'm not just talking about tight ends and stuff like that. So he's lining up against slot receivers and taking a man across the field, doing a great job.
How's that leaderboard looking in the production chart here in the spring?
This is the first year that I really didn't do the production chart with the younger guys. I wanted to make it, strictly about not so much about the production. They're great football players and they can play and they can make plays, but I really wanted to make sure the culture was right this spring. Learning the playbook was very important for me. It wasn't about I get these young guys and they think it's all about getting an interception, and they're not what they're supposed to be on the defense. I might be sending them the wrong message. So I decided to not do that. We talk about it, we have it, but just the day-to-day production chart, just showing it to them, I didn't do that. I just wanted to make sure those guys, instead of doing that part of it, I just want to make sure these guys knew the defense. Just knew the defense and alignments. How do we align against different formations? What's the down and distance? How did it change up? Where are we on the field? Are we in the shot zone? Are we in the red zone? Are they coming out? Just learning the different ways that we play in the secondary. That's really what I want to focus on. So to answer that question.
So as a group, what are you looking for them to show you as far as the spring game?
The spring game is fun, man. That's fun. I'm gonna sit back, man, and I want to watch that thing. And obviously, I'm gonna coach them up, but I want to watch those guys just put it all together. And what I really want to do is see if they can block out that crowd and just stay focused and play football. All right, that's what I really want to see.
Is that an evaluation opportunity as well?
Yeah. I just told them that, hey, man, this is evaluation. This kind of gives me exactly what I need to know going into the summer. And kind of, because when I hit the fall camp, I'm not worrying about who's playing. I already know who's playing. I'm getting ready for the first game. All right, that's what I'm doing. And I want the first game when that ball roll out. As soon as that offense get into formation, those guys in the secondary are calling out exactly what it is before the ball is even snapped. So that's what I'm working on then. But I find out who's going to play football here this spring, this game here. All right.
So, Coach, especially with Quentin Newsome, what are some things that he's really good at on the field, and what are some things that you think he needs to show more?
We always want to get better with tackling. All right, so I think that's across the board, not just Quentin Newsome, but Quentin is starting to turn to a pro. All right, when it comes to how he gets lined up, he's always in the stance. You're not going to catch him standing up. You're always going to catch him knowing exactly what he's doing. He's going to be vocal. He's going to be talking. I can move Quentin to safety tomorrow in the spring game and never put him at corner again, and you will not know that he never played safety. All right, so he's beginning to be that guy. He's the old guy in the room that kind of, what I want to see him is be more of a leader in that room. He is the leader in the room, but I want to see him take over that room as far as holding guys accountable and himself. And then I also want to see him this summer spend more time in the weight room, spend more time working on his stuff, getting himself prepared for the season, and picking up some weight, giving us more in the run game. These corners always want to give you what they want to give you in the pass game, but giving us more in the run game is very important for me. So I want to see him spend more time in the weight room and just work on him.
And Quentin's kind of a taller guy. Is there a specific kind of weight that you want corners? I know it's kind of a hard question, but is there a certain weight that you'd like to see him at?
It's not so much about the weight, Sometimes if they hanging around 195, 200 pounds, that's a pretty big corner. But it's not so much about the weight. But you got to have the strength. Definitely play in this league. So you got to be able to get guys on the ground. So I think being in the weight room, that's where we build that confidence,
Back to Tommy, it sounds like he's had a really good spring, but what's next for him? What do you want to see in the next move for him?
Get just like Quentin. All right? To know the same thing that Quentin knows. All right, why did Quentin get in that alignment? Why did he change it up? Why did he do this? Why did he do that? That's where we at with him, because his skill level is so high. I mean, you ask me who got probably the best skill level is him. All right, the skill level is so high. Now we just got to fix him. You know, how much time can Tommy spend in the film room instead of at department? All right, how much time, you know, over the summer does he come in the office and get with me and get with Quentin and learn this stuff? It helps the team.
So are there any particular guys that you're looking for either to separate themselves or that you're looking to see something out of them in the spring game?
Yeah, Braxton Clark. It's a guy that we haven't talked about a whole lot, but Braxton Clark, you're going to see him a whole lot. Want to see what he do in the spring game. I definitely want to see what Braxton do in the spring game. Guys like Tariq Johnson, you got guys like Marquise Buford that's done a whole lot this spring. Like to see him in a live game. There's so many guys in that secondary. Javier Morton's got so many guys in the secondary. New guys, Jaden Gold, new guys in the secondary that I want to see. I can't wait to see play out here Saturday.
On Saturday.
Be a pro. Just be a pro. Be a pro. Tackle like a pro. Cover like a pro. All right. You know, everything about a pro in the secondary. He's been with me the longest. So all the guys that's playing pro ball now, Braxton is coached by the same guy, knows the same stuff, and now it's time to see him do it. You know, so you know, it's perfect. Saturday is a perfect day. Yes, sir. He is. Yep, he is out there. Kobe is doing it.
How's he doing? He's at St.
Yeah, Kobe's been dealing with a little injuries, little nagging injuries here and there, but he's been practicing, and he's been practicing. He's been going live, doing live days and stuff like that. So, just really want Kobe just to continue to build, and it's not so much about the physical part for him right now. For me, I know he don't feel the same way. He wants to be in every live period, but for me, it's not so much about the physical part for Kobe. I know Kobe is a willing tackler. He was that in high school. I just want Kobe to get healthy. So there's some guys like that, like Kobe, I'd rather see sit next to me during the spring game. Obviously, it might not happen, but I'd rather see him sit next to me in the spring game and get healthy.
Coach, we were talking to Deshaun Singleton, and you mentioned that he tries to replicate his game after guys like Derwin James and Jalen Ramsey, some of the elite guys in the league.
Them some big names right there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. He's big, he's fast, kind of similar to those guys, but what kind of potential do you see in a guy like Deshaun Singleton, just coming down, run support, but also kind of playing the pass? What's the potential?
Yeah. And I was telling him today, I said, man, there's no reason for you not to be a one. There's no reason. Like, there's no reason for you not to be a one. Right? There's no reason for you not to come out and dominate whatever you at on the field. And that's the mentality you got to have. And I think he can do it. So if he's shooting high with those names, those are some big names now. But if he's shooting that high, I can see it. If he can see it, right? But, you know, a lot of times we get to speaking names like that, and we don't have that approach in everything we do. But those guys don't just come out on Sunday and play football. The stuff that we don't see those guys do, they're doing it like a pro. You know, I promise you, Derwin James and who else? Who's the other guy? Jalen Ramsey. Those guys are watching film probably when everybody sleep at night. You know.
Do you see that from Deshaun?
I don't know. I'm not sleeping with him at night. I don't know. All right, but that's the question that Deshaun had to answer to himself. All right, so that's a good, you know.
Travis, a lot of your guys are probably going to contribute on special teams this fall. Just for Saturday's purposes, can we expect to see some of the work you guys have worked on?
Oh yeah, special teams. Yeah, they're gonna be all on it. Right? There's no special teams. There's no defense. So they're gonna be all on it. Yep. Every last single one of them. Yep.
Anything else, guys?
Thanks, guys.